What's up, guys? Alexander Nilsson here, and it is time for yet another weekly live evaluation. It is Friday, it is tea time with Alex, and it's time to look back, reflect, and grow some. At least that's my plan, and if you'd like to join, I invite you, as always. First off, let's make sure we get some audio. I do see the green light. But I do feel the lack of energy. You see, I've been sick for a couple of days, and I actually didn't plan to do this live stream at all. But then I identified it as a fear of mine. What scares you, Alex? Live streaming? Well, then you have to do it. So here I am, and you know the rest of the story. Okay, audio? Then you have to do it. So here. We're up and running. So today's topic, well, first of all, it's going to be a short one, but today's topic is going to be on the practice of self-assertiveness, personal integrity, all relating to self-esteem and, well, extracted from the book, The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, or the insights came from the book, applied to life, reflected upon, and then, well, here I am. You see, facing fears, which I do on a daily basis, really closely intervenes with being self-assertive. Just to start off with a definition of self-assertiveness, we could say that it's honoring our wants, needs, and values and seeking appropriate form of their expression in reality. A great example from the book, The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, in how to practice self-assertiveness is, it's this guy who's going to the cinema alone and he's watching this movie, and it's just a great movie. He sits there and just takes it all in, he sheds a tear, and it's just this amazing experience, and just what a great movie. But then he walks out of the cinema, and he meets a friend which also attended this film, and the friend asked what he thought of it. But being a bit insecure, not wanting to rumble any feathers, he said that, yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed it quite much, not expressing that true opinion of his. But the thing is, when we don't do that, when we're not true to ourselves and really stand up for what we believe in and live the values that we have by heart, it doesn't come without a cost. It is devastating to our self-esteem. It's like we're living this fake life because we don't live the life we truly want to live. And silence and not speaking up, that is just as bad as doing something that goes against what you actually believe in, because that's also another path. We could take actions that we really don't want to, or we can do nothing, which is in fact also an action. It's like not voting when it's time for election, which has just happened in Sweden. That's an active choice in itself. Even if you don't see it as an active thing, it is. That's what's awareness is all about. That's what awareness brings to you. It opens your eyes up to what's going on, and it makes you aware. It's cheating to just close your eyes and pretend it doesn't exist. It still exists. It's just a choice from your side to actively choose to act on it or not. But this focus that has been on me this week, being self-assertive, living with integrity, which integrity is another level of this, matching your behavior and words. If you say something, you do that. Otherwise, there's a breach of integrity, and you are also lowering your self-esteem. And that relates to self-assertiveness, because self-assertiveness means expressing your values, and to me, like, a value which I truly have by heart is to speak up for myself, to stand for what I believe in, to take action in the things that I want to do. And so that means these two works very closely by each other. And as I said, this week I have had this focus because I'm in a new work situation. I've been working for 2 years as an engineer, but now I'm at the main office because I was a consultant hired out to a customer. But now I'm at the main office with a lot of new people. I'm in a new work role, doing marketing and such, and it's fun. It's exciting, but it's a lot of new people, and that means I'm in an uncomfortable situation. Well, when it's in a new context and you're not like a social expert, you will be socially uncomfortable. That's at least my experience. That is what has happened this week, and as a result of that has made me not truly being true to myself. That has made me not always stand up and express myself, because, well, I'm still not the guy with the perfect self-esteem. I'm still doubting myself. Just with this example of the guy going to the cinema, I'm overthinking. I'm caring what people think of me, and it impacts me like that. Super quick, super impulsive actions and behaviors is going down. And that has made me feel like a little bit of a fraud. Like I'm walking around there and I can't really be my true authentic self. I feel like, oh, I have this YouTube life and all that, but I can't really stand for that because I'm not really speaking of it, because I'm feeling a bit ashamed. It's like this is vulnerability at its core. We have to dare to be vulnerable. That's the way through. That's how we will be able to stand tall, stretch our backs, and just be able to handle everything. Because this translates over to our fear-facing ability. When we can feel that we are ourselves in all different contexts, we're able to face all fears in all different contexts, because it's not hesitation anymore. It's not like, am I this person or am I this person? Because if you over and over again truly live the kind of life you want to live, you are expressing your values and beliefs, and you're not doing these small integrity breaches. It's just obvious who we are, and that's the momentum that is created. But if we are doubting ourselves, if we're starting to hesitate, I'm not going to say this in this time, it will also create that negative spiral, because it decreases your self-esteem every time you're not expressing yourself. I'm not going to go on too much. The week I felt a lot of opportunities where I could have spoken up and said what I really wanted to, but I really haven't, and that has translated over to emotions within. Like, I haven't really been that happy last 2 days. Felt like, is this the right kind of work for me? But I think it is just tied to me not daring to speak my mind. So next week's challenge, and I invite you to join me on this one, is to, as always, have my daily fear-facing routine. I have to do something that puts me out of my comfort zone every day. I write that up and I check that box off. But the fears this coming week, Monday through Friday, is going to relate to being self-assertive, standing up for who I am, what I believe in. If I identify a thing that I want to say, that I want to speak out loud, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hone in on these things, and then I'm going to execute on them, because it has a tremendous payoff. It's scary as heck, but it's worth it. That's the whole beauty of this fear-facing game, life I'm living, playing, embracing. Once you do it enough times, it's a routine that is it's autonomous. I know that when I identify a fear, I know it feels like shit. It's just all within, crawling around, but I stay in that place. I accept it, and I see it as a thing I need to do. It's the only way forward. I'm not gonna grow. I'm not gonna become the person I want to do if I don't face these fears. And that's the beauty of trusting the process of doing these things over and over again. Having a low bar, because that means you can have the momentum going, not putting too high pressure of yourself. Some days it's okay to just do small things. Those words is gonna close this short little live stream down. As I've said, I have a quite enormous, awful cold, and I'm a bit down under. So more tea, less talking, and gonna go back to editing, because I didn't release any video last Sunday. It's just been crazy for the last weeks. Haven't been home for 3 weeks. Anyways, the video will come out on Sunday, and hopefully it's gonna be a good one. With those words, I'm signing out. Alexander Nilsson, thank you for being with me. And of course, if you have any questions, shoot them out there. I'm gonna give you like 3 sips of tea before closing down. That's 1 sip. That's 2 sips. And we're in for the last one. No questions. I will see you Sunday. Have a lovely weekend. Bye, guys.